Yeah, you are welcome to the research designing, research practical deliberations of the thesis of the dissertation. And here I made the research of the Timothy. And are you present? Of course, you join it later, but doesn't matter. But I started my recording also. It will be recording is in progress. Yes. Now, what is the mistake that you have committed? I will make it down. So you wrote the St. Augustine University of Tanzania. It's well and good. It's the center, no punctuation, but you missed to make the logo. I did not see the logo over here. And here I made the mistake, Tanzania colon, because it is one of the title and is another title. When the two titles are there at the time, it will be connected with the colon. So the colon, you are supposed to keep it there. Then the research proposal, well and good. Chikoti Timoth. Yes, LLM. Yes, you wrote after, yes, slash is there 2021. And again, the virgule 3843. So a research proposal submitted to the School of Law. It's well and good, no problem at all. Of course, this is a common thing. Certification is common. And declaration, I don't think that it will be needed. But when you make it a thing here, you make the supervisor in the katikati, middle. And when you come to the matter of the declaration, you put the pembeni, left-hand side. Why you did so? Let it be, uniformity would be there. You should be also katikati, that is the middle. Is it clear? Then table of contents, well and good, because the preliminary page is always the Roman small letters and the actual chapters start with the Arabic numerals, that is called the cardinals. Yeah, it's good. Appendix, it's quite good, no problem at all. Yes, chapter 1, I made the general overview. What is general overview? You say general introduction instead of saying general overview. It's not appropriate. You say general introduction. A general introduction, you can make it out. Chapter 1 is the heading and a chapter general heading is the subheading, and both should be in the middle of it. Then 1.0 introductions. I am not going to throw the subject of it, but I am saying that your pro forma, format is. Of course, generally that when you wrote the subject, it may be the more relevant, I believe, because I did not see any grammar mistakes also in this one. Otherwise, I have a software which will show it where the mistakes are there in general. So 1.1 background of the study, well and good. And when you're making the footnote, I don't know why you wrote in that way. Charles E. wrote, O'Hara and Gregory L. Okay. But in general, the writing is surname comes first and the first name goes second. The surname means Moisho, the last name. Like my name is Mohammed Saheb Hussain. My last name is Hussain. And the katikati is Saheb. And the friend name is Muhammad. So when you are writing my name, you write Hussain, comma, Muhammad Saheb, or M full stop, S full stop. So that is the way of writing. And 1994 that you wrote it, but in general, when you are practicing any one of the APA system or the Turabian style of referencing or Chicago style of referencing or the Harvard style of referencing, but here you wrote American Psychological Association APA style of writing, but it should be in the parenthesis, circular bracket, the year. The Fundamental Criminal Investigation, it is the title of the book. Whenever the writing the title of the book, it should be in italics. And it will be end with the full stop. Regarding the edition is concerned, good, 6th edition, you write well. Where is the imprint? Imprint having the 3 prongs. Number 1, the place of publication. Number 2, the place of name of the publisher. And number 3, year of publication. This is called imprint. The 3 things should be there. But I did not see it here, imprint. Imprint is missing. Imprint is missing here in the footnote. Imprint is missing. Yes, you have to write the imprint. That is the name of the publisher, year of publication. First place of publication, next name of the publisher, next year of the publication. That is the style of writing. After that one, when you want to emphasize on the chapter, for instance, only pages, if one page is there, a small p full stop. If many pages are there, particular pages, small p full stop, then you can write the cardinal numbers, that are Arabic numerals, so and so to so and so. That is the way of writing. Okay. Then in Tanzania, where the bulk of the prosecutions are conducted, okay, it's good. No matter, I did not find it. Yeah. The first full stop come next, the footnote. But when you are writing the case, it should be always italics. Yes, you wrote the italics. In case of R versus Tabu Musomi and others, it's a good style of writing. Then we go further. See, when you wrote here, you did not make the bold, but I don't know why you make the bold here. No bold. Answer is no bold the citation. So you make the ordinary one, no bold, but it should be in italics. But where is the citation here? Because you mentioned it, but there is no citation. Here, no citation here. You have to make the citation in the footnote. Note citation here. Make it in the footnote. Make it in the footnote the citation. Is it clear? Yes. Then, if you go further, make a statement of the problem. Amna matatizo. Yes, when you are writing the HCD, the High Court Digest, but where it is a starter, because I could see the arrestor here, but I did not see the starter here. The first circular bracket, HCD. But when you are writing the HCD, there is a procedure of writing. Criminal number, you wrote the criminal, it's well and good, but it is a shortening form, because shortening form, first letter should be the capital letter and the rest of the letters should be the small letter and it's the full stop. And when you are writing the number, N should be the capital letter and O should be the small letter and N should be the full stop. So that is the shortening of writing. 447, this is unreported. Timothy, yes, sit here because I am dealing with your case law only. Open your smartphone and see what I am making it. And next comes to the unreported cases. Yes, you have mentioned unreported and well and good. But generally, unreported cases should be in parentheses. But you did not mention the parentheses. After the page number is concerned, then we have to write the full stop. And later on that we have to write the within parentheses and unreported. Open your smartphone and look at what I am making the things. So, Police Executive Research Forum 2018, the changed nature of the crime, criminal investigation, critical issues, policy series, and this is you tapped from the internet. Yes, if it is the title of the book or the title of the journal, it should be in the italics, but not the journal title. I mean the paper title. Paper title should be in a single apostrophe comma. And the DC and you tapped from the internet, accessed on 17 January 2023. Very good. And every footnote ends with the full stop. That is the fundamental rule. So when you go further, Article 107 and within parentheses you wrote the A here. Please check whether it is the same style is written in the article. To my knowledge, whenever the capital A is added, there should not be a parenthesis. It should be added directly to the cardinal number. Check it again. When you are writing the article, A should be the capital letter or A should be the small letter. The uniformity should be maintained. Wherever you write the article, you should maintain the same uniformity. Here you maintain the A small letter, then you continue the small letter. Timothy, you did not open it. I said you open your Cisco WebEx. So, check it this one, because generally it is not written in the parenthesis. It should be directly written after 7. So, it can be established that if criminal investigation is delayed, okay, it is no matter, it is quite good. And again, when we matter come to the footnote, it is not specifying whether it is a journal article, whether it is a book, because the style of writing will show you If it is a journal article, there should be a volume. And I did not see the volume. Suppose if it is a book, you should have the imprint. I told you what is imprint. The place of publication, name of the publisher, and the year of publication. That is imprint. And I already told you that in my videos also, when you are writing the particular pages, the PP full stop, 33 to 41, and every footnote ends with the full stop. But you forgotten to keep the footnote here, full stop. It's the fundamental rule that every footnote ends with the full stop. That is a rule. Objective of the study, okay, general objective, specific objective. General objectives are one. The study is examining the determination of delay in the criminal investigation and their implications on the administration of justice in Tanzania, and a specific objective. When you write the specific objective, O should be the capital letter. And you did not mention the O capital letter. And that is the style of writing. Yes, I let in Timothy, you could see now on your screen. So specific objective, the O should be a capital letter. Did you see my screen? So the study specifically aimed to attain the following objectives: number 1, number 2, number 3, well and good. But the style of writing, the Roman number 1 here, you are not supposed to keep the full stop, but arrestor, that is the style of writing. That is the new style of, that is the Sharavara style of writing. This is small Roman and arrestor. This is the style of writing, not the full stop. So this way you have to write it. Of course, the uniformity should be there. Again, in the same place it should have to come. For instance, if you are writing this one, 1, then arrestor, then bend, of course it is 3, means 3, then you have to make it side. And when you are writing the objectives, specific objectives, generally when you write with the, and here ends with the semicolon. It is a semicolon should become, and this should be and, because that is the last one. It should be followed with the and, that is the style of writing, then the last one. So general hypothesis, anyway that I think it is given in the same style in your guidelines. Because when you write the hypothesis, there is no general hypothesis, there is no specific hypothesis. It is only hypothesis. Research hypothesis, and there is no wording research should be used over there, because what you are doing the research, so you need not to write the research hypothesis, just write the hypothesis. It is a singular. If it is a plural, it should be SES, hypothesis. And I don't know who gave this idea, H1, H2, H3 is the hypothesis. No, but this is not the right. Same, use the small Romans. Small Roman, you use it. Small Roman, and this is the style you have to adapt it. And the small Roman 2, then everything will be end with the semicolon, and this also semicolon, because if the 3 is there, then you can write the and, because the last one it is, and you have to write, then it is the third one, you can make it the same, not H1, H2, H3. That is not the style of writing. I don't know from where you got it. In general, in the books, they will write like that manner, H1, H2, H3, to make you to understand. But it is not the way of writing. Yes, but it ends with a full stop again. Then comes the significance of the study. It's well and good, no problem. Yes, but try to make it out, see the significance where it comes. Generally, we write the scope and significance in the up, and when you down, we write the limitation. But sometimes, no, they also write the scope and limitations. But generally, significance comes in the above, after the statement or background, then when the significance comes, and before the general objectives. But when your matter comes to the scope and the limitation of the study is concerned, then it can be the moisture, the last, it will come. So methodology, here you can say research methodology. Instead of saying research methodology, you can say here research methodology. That is more appropriate. R-E-S-E-R-C-H, research methodology. Here you can write research methodology. Instead of writing there, the research hypothesis. No. So these describe the research methodology which is given to the employee in the entire process of conducting the study. This part is composed of the aspect of the type of the research and the area, targeted people, sample size, sampling techniques, data collection. There is no interview method or there is no questionnaire method. If it is there, then you have to mention the questionnaire method, and the question should be framed also. It should not be the open questions. You should have descriptive none, not yes or no. So type of the research, okay, and the study area, the A should be the capital letter, because the fundamental rule says when you are writing the site heading, every first word should be the capital letter except the conjunctions, prepositions, and articles. These should not be the capital letters. And the study shall be conducted by the Musamma municipality, okay, targeted population. Okay, you can say target group, can you say? Target population, can you say? The more appropriate is targeted groups. I don't think the population word is more appropriate here. You can say targeted groups. That might be the more appropriate rather than the what you use, the targeted population. So of this study, 30, again you can change targeted groups, I told you. So remove the population and insert the groups there. The sample size, okay, data collection, the C should be capital letter, here in the collection, because every word first letter should be capital letter and except the preposition, conjunctions and articles. That is the rule for the writing the side headings. Side heading always come to the left hand side. Okay, ethical considerations, well, good. Literature review. In general, the practice is after literature review only you have to write the hypothesis. But here I found that in South, they have the different style. Okay, do in Rome as Romans do. So do as they cited to you. But when you are writing the literature review, again you forget and make it. I don't know who asked you to make the bold. You need not to make the bold because you are giving the citation definitely. So no bold and no year should be mentioned. And here you need not to mention the year also. Yes, and only you can write Davy Law C full stop comma because it's an abbreviation shortening. And again this 6 should be come here. That means the 215 should go to the footnote. And in the footnote, again, I told you that the author's name, anyway, that you mentioned here, but full you can mention in the footnote. Next, the title of the book. Next, the edition. Next, the imprint. And if you want to emphasize the particular pages, PP, small letter, and full stop. If only one page is there, then small p, full stop, and you write the cardinal number of the Arabic number. That is 1, 2, 3. Yes, conducted, it's well good, no problem at all. When it comes to the matter of the footnote is, yes, is the factor influencing the criminal case processing time in the McLean County courts, and you took it from the web, okay, student research 8, available at the so. You need not write available at, no, that is the old style of writing. Just you mention it's HTTP enough. But when you are writing the HTTP, I don't know why you did not make it the black and white and you made the blue. You can change the blue. You know how to change the blue. Just you can select it, then go to the here A, go to the dark one and go to the U underline. You can double click it and automatically the line will be removed and the blue color will be changed into the white and black. Yeah, that is the style of writing. And you say the access, in the earlier you wrote very nicely because the access should be in parenthesis. So parenthesis means small round bracket or circle bracket. And access A should be the capital letter on 5th. There you wrote TH, but here you did not write TH. Either you want to write the TH and comma, you can write it. If no comma, you need not mention comma after the TH. So uniformity should be maintained, and after 23 you can make the circular bracket round end. Then every footnote ends with the full stop, hence you have to keep the full stop there. As I told you, you need not to write the bold, you can write the ordinary way, and this numbering should be, here should go down in the citation. The same thing Wherever you are using, you follow the same style of writing. So here I just make it the red color so that you could know that there should be some changes, you have to do it. So that is the meaning of it. So wherever the red colors comes now, that is number one, danger. Number two, you need the something to be done in the particular place, wherever the red is highlighted over there. Yes, again we will come to the seventh is concern. Yeah, it is a value means it is a journal, but style of journal writing is different. I told you. And factor influencing the performance of the judicial system in Kenya is a case of the delay court rulings. I believe is it the title of the your research? I mean, not title of your citation. That is a journal title. That means in a one way, not journal title. Journal title is different and your research paper title is different. If it is a research paper title, then it should be in a small apostrophe. If it is a journal title, then it should be italics, ends with the full stop. Then you have to write the volume number and the year, and it ends with the full stop because every footnote ends with the full stop. And when you write the PP, you write the PP, small p, and full stop. But I did not see the full stop here. And 64 to 72, 64 to 72, yes, it is the clear cut, right? And better you do one thing. Here you don't keep the comma, and you can make it out. And ampersand and means signal and 2017 also there. So that is the give the sense. Okay. The delay in disposal of the criminal, this is also available in the access on the 5th January 2023. I don't know why in the beginning that you put it in the access in the parenthesis. Now you completely did not follow the method which is followed earlier. The same conformity and uniformity should be there. So when you are writing the access, it should be in parenthesis, means round bracket, and A should be the capital letter. That is the style of writing. Accessed on 5th January to 2023. Yes. If you are writing the after January comma, you write it. If not, you can eliminate it. So better, my suggestion is eliminate it. Need not to write the comma after the January. Yes, then it is accessed, hence it should be in parenthesis, I mean circular bracket or round bracket, then it should be ended with a full stop. Okay, well and good. Then matter comes, I already told you, we need not to keep the bold, this one, and write as it is, but giving the citation in the down, the full citation should come over there. And here also I did not see the full citation. It's unpublished material, but University of Tanzania, Open University of Tanzania. Okay, study material they will provide it. Yeah. And there will be a publisher also, unpublished. Okay, it's not published. It means, is it a private circulation or is it in the web? Or they print it and they give you. If they print it and give you, okay, you can write as a one of the citation. Yeah. So that is the way that you have to do it. And here also again you tapped from the internet, but you did not mention access on so and so. But here also you have to make the same thing, access on so and so. In addition to the directly searching from the net, you also search some of the libraries by going to the libraries and some research journals. So find the information from the other sources also, so that your work will be the more effective. Yes, it should be in parenthesis. What? Within parenthesis, you have to write access on so and so date and year. And every year, it's met with the full stop, either in the footnote, in general, or in the body of it. So, this is the mode. I don't know why it is not moving. Yeah, now it is moving, cursor. Yeah, when you read the bibliography, you mentioned the selected bibliography because I don't think that you wrote everything. It's so better you read the selected bibliography in the middle. It's very nice, first books. But I did not see that wrote the books in, I did not find the alphabetical order. You have to follow the alphabetical order of the books. And it is very easy also. Of course, you wrote only one book, so no problem. Because there is no such a thing when alphabetical order would be there. If it is only one book. But the style of writing, again, you told me, no, the APA style that you used it, that is American Psychological Association referencing that you used it. And because that is the model where the year will come within parenthesis after the author. Then evidence-based policing and introduction, policy and praise. If it is the book, title of the book, then it should be in italics. You have to write it. Then Bristol. I believe that Bristol is the place of publication, but I did not see the name of the publisher and the year of publication. These two things are missing here. So keep in the mind what is the missing part here and that thing that you have to compensate it. Are you following me? Timothy, are you following me? Say yes. Timothy, are you following me? Yes, journals and articles, but I don't know. Either you write articles or you write journals. Need not to say journal articles because articles are published in the journals. Of course, some of the articles are published in the newspapers also. But anyway, it is a Tanzania style of writing journal articles. But we in India we never write like that. We say journals only. Yes, journals and articles. Yes, Grace W. Again, it is a case of the delayed and volume 1. You did not follow the rules and regulations because it is a journal name. This is International Journal of Law and Policy is a journal name. And the article name is here, the factors influencing the performance of judicial system in Kenya and colon the case of a delayed court ruling. Because it is having the titles having the two titles. One is main title, another is a subtitle. So main title and subtitle is there, then its connecting factor or connecting punctuation is colon. And you did not write here the colon, you wrote the comma. That is not the way, it should be a colon. And these, every first letter of the title of the book or the title of the research paper, it should be in the capital letters, except conjunctions, prepositions, and articles. So factors, F capital letter, influencing, I capital letter, performance, P capital letter, of is the preposition, so no capital letter, the is the definite article, so no capital letter, and judicial, J capital letter, system, S capital letter, and I and in is the preposition, so need not to keep the capital letter I, and it should be a small letter, Kenya, the case should be capital letter because it's the name of the country. So the case, then colon, the subheading is the case of delayed court ruling. When you say the first starting letter is there of sentence, hence it should be the capital letter. So T should be the capital letter. Then follows with the case in the C capital letter. OF, there is the preposition, no capital letter, and delayed court dealing. Delayed may D capital letter, C capital letter, ruling, R capital letters. These are the way you have to write it. So International Journal of Law and Policy, it is the title of the journal. Hence, always I told you, title of the journal, newspaper title or book title, it should be always italics and ends with the full stop. So you can keep it this thing in italics. I did not see the here where it is italics, but anyway, you change to the italics this thing, and you write the. If it is there is no double, just write the full stop. It is enough because it is the title of the journal. So volume it is a shortening form. V should be capital letter, O small letter, L small letter, and all shortenings end with the full stop, and the full stop you miss. The volume 1 and comma issue number. Yes, issue you wrote it very nicely. Number you are also wrote very nicely, but the point is no. N should be capital letter and small letter O, and 5 in the PP 64 to 72. No, first year comes. Next the PP comes. And here you have to mention the year. once the volume and issue has come out. After the Moisho, last only you have to write the PP, that is the particular pages. So that is the way of writing. And then comes this is factor contributing the delay of the investigation of the criminal cases, murders and armed robbery in Arusha urban. And this is the dissertation title. So the first letter of the every word should be the capital letter of the sentence. Then the every word of first letter also the capital letter. Either it is side heading or subheading. Yeah, the Bachelor of Law of the Open University of Tanzania is the dissertation. You have to write the Bachelor of Law, full stop, the Open University of Tanzania, full stop. Then, if you want to write the year, you have to write the year, then put the full stop. If it is unpublished, just you can write within parentheses unpublished at the last of your work. So, here another is the Dilasugia Warren versus 14F improving. And this improving, I believe it is a 14F. If you know the full name of it, at least we can see how far that we can make it out, the changes. So reports are concerned, okay, well and good, but I told you to turn the blue link to the red link or the red, white and black. I told you that how you can do, you have to select the thing, then go to the bar and just shake a bit, it's enough. And here, for instance, you can select like this, then you can go to the colors there, you want to change it, then underline it so that you can easily change it. But never keep the blue link in your work, either in the body of the book or your dissertation or in the footnote. Anywhere, it should not be the blue color ink. So that is the thing, you have to follow it. But here I did not see, we wrote the page nation, the year, publication. Yes, you can Google it also see and some of them because you could not see in physically. So internet sources, yes, you can make it out, web sources. Yeah, you need not to mention the name of it. You just mention the main. HTTP is enough. And you need not to write the access on 5th January also. Because in the bibliography we never write like that, but only in the footnote that we will write like that. Okay, then another thing that I would like to make it is Johnson, why? Again, I say Johnson, why? When you write it Johnson, comma, then why, full stop. That is the style of writing. Then within parenthesis, here comes, okay, after year, I believe that there should be a comma before you start the title of the article or the title of the book or whatever it may be. So there are two titles are there, and I believe that is the unpublished thesis, and hence first title and the second title it be connected with the colon. So already I mentioned earlier also, and this time also that I mentioned, and you need not to write the access down here. It is in bibliography. But in other places you can do so. Appendix 1, research budget. If the sponsoring committee would be there or a body would be there, then it's well and good to show them that how much the budget should be needed in the beginning, how much should be needed at the end. So these items are very good. Appendix 1, research budget, you made it item and the cost per unit and total in Tanzania shillings. Yes, you have made a good study. I believe that. Anyway, that is a good, you can budget yourself and see that how much the work would be done and what would be done. In general, when they are taking the such an appendix or the views taken by the people and the people should be targeted, people should be the educated, they could know it, how to fill it, otherwise there would not be any yes and no questions. And that is the reason that they have to apply it, how far the application is concerned, then you can manage it. So that is the way of writing the thing. And source researcher 2023, what researcher source? No, it will be taken from book or from the journal, or from anywhere you read it, and that citation should be shown over there, but not the source researcher 2023. Unless you did it empirical research and you got the data, at that instance you don't want to see that some people should use it, so you can use it up to the only 20 years. Unless until you can patent it, I can trademark it depending upon the nature of the intellectual property that you designed it and you made it. So based on that thing, the certification should be taken by the respective government under a special agency or act or a court or a tribunal, whatever it may be. So this is the style of writing. Then appendix 2, research time frame, well and good, nicely that you made this research frame, and submission also you did it. And now I can say it is your work because you developed it in such a way, that's why you can make it as the URL for this regard. But again, the point comes, URL, when you make it out, it should be data authentically defined. Suppose if you are taken from the public domain and you don't have any right to make it a patent because it is in domain it becomes everybody's property. But in certain places you can use it only when you get the license from the original owner, and the license will make it out, give us a 1 month license or 20 days license, depending upon the nature of the hunting that he could do it. And if it is for a less period, it's well and good. Yeah, then research budget, again you mode it, research frame. Yeah, in the proposal you have to make the chapterization also, it's well and good. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and don't cross more than 4. Preferably make 4, or at the most you can make 5. So chapter 5 is said to be the conclusions and recommendations. The last chapter number, and the first chapter generally goes to general introduction is the first chapter, and the second chapter goes either in the comparative study or the legal framework, or the third chapter mostly goes to the a crux of your research. Either it may be covered in one chapter or you can extend to the second chapter. That way that you have to adapt it. But in the scientific journals, no, they do have a different style of writing. They say first the introductory, and second is the research methodology, and third is the findings, and way forward. Third is the finding and way forward, and the last one is conclusions and recommendations. So that is the mode they will adapt it. But in any case, the science is a different way of writing the research work that is only consisting of 4 chapters only. But it is also a social science research a bit different, and a science research is different, and each one having their own format, and you can own things that way that you have to make it out. Timothy, are you there?
Yes.
Because you are not giving any reply to my questions. That's the reason that I asked. I don't know that how much that you got the point, what I read it and what I made it and how you have to read. I believe that did you see my old videos of the legal research, guidelines of legal research?
Yeah, I see the video, sir.
kusikiliza mimi darasa. Asante sana na shukuru sana. Mungu akubariki na kukulinda.